Hello everyone, a warm welcome from PKSP Ground 1. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace and sponsored by T Sports. And this is the first game of the day between Stargaze Strikers and Mistimed Occult. Stargaze Strikers played a game the last day. Oh, shot. It's a good shot, but we'll find the fielder at the deep. It's a bright and sunny morning here at Puberga Krida Shikha Pratishthan, and we are hoping for some good actions in terms of cricket. Abu Hassan Milan and Monir Hossain Joy are the opening batters for Stargaze. That's nicely played in between two fielders. It will run away for the first boundary of this game. Monir Hossain Joy gets off the mark in some fashion. Yes, a bit of width from Abdur Roton. Joy just placed the bat properly, used the pace, and the placement was really good. Bisected those two fielders at third, and now there are two fielders at third man. One at squarish position, another one is in the finer position. Driven. A single will be fetched. The last delivery of the first over. That's slapped, but straight to the fielder once again. So the first over gets done. After one, it's 7 for none. Orin into the attack for the next over. Hits the pads straight away. That's a wayward delivery, and that'll bring some runs for Stargaze Strikers. It's a lovely venue for playing cricket, Puberga Krida Shikha Pratishthan. The sun is beating down. Swung away leg side and swung away for a boundary. No, it's 6. It's gone all the way for 6. It was on the shorter side, and Monir Hossain Joy absolutely latched onto it. Orin doesn't have sheer pace to intimidate the batter, and when you offer short deliveries, you need to have pace. Otherwise, it's going to be easy peasy for the batter to pick up. Leg side-ish. And that's going to be 4 more. So a 6 followed by a boundary. And Orin is proving to be really expensive. Wrong line, that must be said. It was sliding down the leg. Monir Hossain Joy had to just put some bat behind the ball. And the outfield is looking way better. Since the bowling power play going on, 4 fielders can be kept in a particular side of the ground. So there were 4 fielders on the offside before this delivery. Hence, Joy got that opportunity of putting the ball into the leg side. But now it's 3 on the both sides, and a single gets picked up from the bat of Monir Hossain Joy. Oh, shot! This is a shot of authority and class. Firstly, it was Joy, and now Abu Hassan Milon who joins the party and thumps Orin out of the ground for a sixer. And the second over comes to a close, an expensive over, 19 runs from it. After 2, it's 26 for none. It's Rotten. He continues. Bowled a better over if I compare it with Orin. He would love to be more stingy in terms of giving away runs. Squared him up. Monir Hossain Joy got into an awkward position, but somehow manages to put some bat and get a single. Greets Roton with a lovely smile as well, which tells the story of great sportsmanship. Straight to the fielder just for a single. Last man stands started back in 2005 in England, where cricket was also founded, and it's here in Bangladesh for the last 11 years. It's the biggest platform for the amateur cricketers throughout the entire globe. In Bangladesh, there are so many teams and hundreds of players who made their career in amateur cricket through playing last man stands. On the shorter side, Milon looks to go for a authoritative pull shot, but finds the fielder. Well bowled, pitched up. There was a plan of taking the second run, but eventually the batters decided against it. Better over from Roton, only 5 runs from it. After 3, it's 31 for none. So after that expensive over, Orin has been removed from the attack, and it's going to be Razaul Korim for the 4th over of this game. He seems to be a spinner who is a left-arm spinner perhaps. No, he's a righty, and his first ball gets swept for a boundary. Joy loves that zone. That's the second boundary through that particular region. Firstly it was a 6, then a boundary, and now once again He sweeps this one through fine leg. Once again, he does go for that sweep shot, but there is a fielder this time around. So only a single is fetched. A good start for Stargaze strikers. 6 runs already from the first couple of deliveries. That was a couple, in fact, not a single. Apologies for the error. That's clubbered straight down the ground. Long off fielder tries to stop the ball with his feet but fails. A boundary for Joy. Number 2 for him in this over, and he is absolutely enjoying his time in the middle. The Stargaze strikers, they're off to a flying start. Badly leg side-ish. Just a tickle, and it's gonna trickle away. Is it? No. A fielder from fine leg intervenes and stops the boundary. But it's a wide as well, so 3 runs and an extra ball to be bowled. So everything is going Stargaze strikers' way. They're getting boundaries, they're getting extras as well, so runs are really flowing in their favor. Short, pulled, 1 bounce to the fielder. That's a cracking stroke. In the gap as well. Boundary as a result. An expensive over comes to a close from Rejaul. 18 runs from it, and after 4, Stargaze strikers are 49 for none. So another change in bowling, it's going to be Saiful Johnny with some off spin. Starts off with a wide delivery, and that's been hammered through the covers for a 6. Wow! This is some shot from Monir Hossain Joy. He moves on to 39 from 14, and what a strike that was. He literally clobbered that ball. It was tossed up, it was wide outside the off stump, doesn't really matter. He's got enough power to put the ball away for a 6. He goes straight down the ground once again. Another boundary almost hit us. The commentators were in some danger. Don't kill us. Don't hit us, Monir Hossain Joy. We're praising you. So a 6 gets followed by a 4. 10 runs from the first couple of balls of this Saiful Johnny over. He will be under the pump. Well played. Well placed as well, but a fielder will intervene to protect the boundary. 60 on the board for Stargaze Strikers. It's a very bright start. The fifth over hasn't completed yet. Then again, they are on the 60 mark, courtesy of Joy. Also, Milan accompanied him. 2 runs should be fetched easily. It was pushed with the soft hands and difficult for the fielders to reach when you push the balls with soft hands because the ball takes a bit of time to reach you. So 13 runs already. Saiful Johnny is also delivering an expensive over. After 5, it's 63 for none. So it's going to be Shahid Afridi from Mistimed Occult. And some of you may assume that he's Shahid Afridi from Pakistan. But that's not the case. It's Shahid Afridi from Mistimed Occult who concedes a single immediately. Jersey number 19 on his back. Shouldn't remind us of Shahid Afridi because he doesn't bowl leg spin. Good shot, but not in the gap. $65 for none. Stargaze Strikers. Gets plenty of bat behind it, but once again, a fielder will be there to stop. So it's a much better over if I compare Shahid Afridi with the other bowlers of Mistimed Occult. He's kept things really tight for the batters, and his service was badly needed in the time when the batters were going great guns. Short, pulled, in the gap for a boundary. Commentator's curse perhaps. Whenever I was praising this over from Shahid Afridi, immediately he concedes a boundary. Abu Hassan Milan decided to cut loose, and he has to take the responsibility as well because if Joy scores 5 more runs, he has to depart. A single for Milan to complete the 5th over, 72 for non-Stargaze Strikers. Straight down the ground for a single only though. Saiful Johnny was expensive in his first over. Then again, the skipper kept his faith in his bowling prowess. Joy does go for the reverse sweep. The ball wraps on his pads, but of course no risk as he was playing it from outside the off stump. That's a cracking stroke, straight down the ground. Will reach the fence like a treasure bullet. Wow. This was a cracker of a shot from Milan. A lot of power behind it. He literally muscled it. Timing wasn't a big case. Yes, the timing was good, but he applied that force, that power behind that shot when he played. He goes again, but will find the fielder. And the last boundary, the fielder had no chance at all. It was like a bullet. He was agile, but even before his reflexes, the ball reached the fence. Go straight down the ground. 4 runs for Monir Hussain Joy. Moves to 49. After 7 target strikers, 83 for none. Shahid Afridi is in operation for his second over. And he gets hit away for a 6. Wow! This was a monstrous hit from Abu Hassan Milan. And he launches it. This one out of the park for half a dozen. And the ball has perhaps been lost. It was on the slot from Shahid Afridi, and Milan once again clobbered it, absolutely bludgeoned for a 6. Straight away, Shahid Afridi under the cosh. Bold! Afridi has his revenge. All of a sudden, the ball kept really low. Milan once again was looking for a wild hike into the onside, but due to that lack of height, he missed it completely, and Afridi gets the first blood. The opening stand has been terminated. Target strikers are 89 for 1. So the fall of the first wicket brings Mijanur Nadim to the middle. But interestingly, Joy has to also depart if he takes one more single. It's a unique rule of LMS cricket. A batter can't really stay in the middle after hitting the 50 if the other batters are remaining in the hut. So Joy would love to hit a 4 or a 6 before finishing his innings to get his 50 in a majestic way and also get some extra runs. Down the leg, rightfully called a wide. All right, so it's a 50. It's a 50. That wide run is given to the batter. So that's the 50 for Joy, and as per the rule of last man stands, he's going back to the dugout, and a new batter will be fetched. So this is going to be interesting for the mistimed occult bowler because now two new batters are in the middle. They have to apply that pressure to the new batter so that they can't really play fluently and get some quick runs. So Ronnie Khan at number 4. In fact, it's difficult to say whether he's at number 4 or number 3 because Monir Hossain Joy is not yet dismissed. He is retired. So, anyways, he's the number 4 batter of this innings for Stargaze Strikers, and he gets beaten by the pace of Shahid Afridi in the first ball. Gets a little low. Over number 8 gone, 92 for 1. Rajaul Korim had a very expensive first over, and he doesn't get a good start in his second over either. That's it straight down the ground into the side screen for a 4. Ronnie Khan gets his first boundary. Rajaul Korim is having a horrible day out there in the middle. That's cut in the gap, so there was an opportunity for a couple of runs and they are coming back. Good running. The fielder was really grumpy with himself. He should have done better. But a couple of runs fetched, so 6 runs from the first couple of deliveries of this Ronnie Khan over. down the leg, and the team 100 comes up for Stargate Strikers. That was the second bite of this over, hence 3 runs was penalized, and of course a single as well. So 4 runs, which makes the score 103. Go straight, aerial, down the ground, just a bounce before it reaches to the boundary. Mijanur Nadim joins the party. This was his first boundary of the game, and this was effortless as well. Didn't try to hit the ball really hard, just timed it and made sure that the ball stays away from the long off fielder. A single to complete the 9th over. Once again, an expensive one. 16 runs from it. After 9, it's 108 for 1. Shot. A really good shot to earn a boundary. Absolutely a freebie from Orin. Short, bit of width as well. And Mijanur Nadim says, thanks a bunch. Oh, well bowled. A good comeback from Orin. He was under tremendous pressure after conceding that boundary and had a very expensive over in the first step as well. So he had to make that comeback. Better line, good length. Go straight down the ground. Mijanur Nadim will pick up a single. This is a monstrous hit. 1 bounce and a 4. Nadim is not gonna die wondering as the 10th over gets completed with a 4. It's 118 for 1. Stargate Strikers. After 10 overs, the end has been changed. Shahid Afridi is the only bowler in this match who got a bit of success. Got the only breakthrough, and that's the wicket, which is the only success for the mistimed occult bowlers in this match. Ronnie Khan and Mizanur Nadim are really reconstructing this innings. Ooh, close to the edge, very close. Afridi got excited as well. Appealed to the umpire, but got nothing in return. Another single. The good thing about Ronnie is he hasn't considered much of a boundaries. Only singles and a four, so he has to carry on. It's 121 already on the board, and we're in the 11th over, so hopefully we are gonna see a match which is going to be high scoring. Mammoth totals are on the cards, perhaps. Short and wide. The batter fails to seize this opportunity. After 11, it's 1-1 for 1. Orin comes back, but fires it wide out, down the leg. In fact, hasn't had a good day to remember. That's a good shot, but should find the fielder. It does find the fielder. Oh, shot. It's a strike and a half. Over the head of the fielder for a 6. The connection was really sweet, and the sound told that it's gonna fly all the way. Past the outside edge. Driven for a single. After 12, it's 1-3-1 for 1. Oops! Fumble, and that fumble cost a boundary. Saiful Johnny was back for his second spell, and he's been greeted with a 4. Ronnie Khan gets a lucky boundary, which shouldn't have been a boundary. Could be a single only, but the fielder made a mess of a thing. In the gap, should be a couple of runs easily. Shot. Wow. That was like a missile which has been launched from this ground to the other. Ronnie Khan is not going to hang about. The score moves up to 143. Pushed for a single. Edged away from the third man fielder as well. He should stop the ball. He does. $13 gone. It's 145 for 1. So a new bowler in the business end of the game. It's Naim Sadat. A single in the first ball. Another single gets picked up. So not a bad start if we consider that this is the business end of the game and there will be intents from the batters to throw kitchen sink at everything. It's 148 for 1. Stargaze strikers. That's gone up in the air. A skyscraper, but lands safely. Naim Sadat couldn't really get close to the ball. He got close, in fact, but couldn't really snaffle the catch. Ronnie Khan gets a life, that can be said, because this could be an opportunity where the catch could be grabbed. Once again, it's a skyscraper. The keeper is getting under it. Should take the catch easily. He does. Naim Sadat gets a wicket in his first over, and he gets Mijanur Nadim. A top edge once again, just like the previous one. But this time around, the keeper was under it, and he grabbed the catch easily. After 14, it's 149 for 2. Shahid Afridi for his fourth and the final over of the quota. He has been the most successful bowler of this match, if we keep Naim Sadat aside. Mistimed, but in the gap. Will it go all the way? No. Good footwork from the fielder to stop the boundary. But 3 runs or 2 runs, we have to wait and see. 2 runs, yes. Scored by the batters. And the 150 is on the board for the Stargaze strikers as well. Tucked away into the onside. That's in the air. Oops, oops, the fielder didn't even run for the catch. It was a shot which was half-heartedly played, not a full-blooded shot. Moves across goes to the onside just for a single. So the 15th over it gets done. It's 154 for 2. That's in the air all the way for 6. Ronnie Khan is playing an innings which you will remember for a long time in Last Man Stands. Brute power and elegance. He goes again in there for a while, but one bounce to the fielder. $168 for 2. Stargaze strikers. Mahbub joins the party and he hits it straight down the ground, over the side screen into the pond. The 16th over gets done in some fashion. It's 174 for 2. A single to kickstart the 17th over. It's 175 for 2. Stargaze strikers. Looks to crack the ball but doesn't quite middle it. Oh, shot. A beautiful square drive. Abdur Ratan was the least expensive bowler in this game for Mistimed Occult. And with this boundary, Ronnie Khan gets his 50 as well. 51 runs he scored. And along with Monir Hossain Joy, he's the batter who scored 50 in this game for Stargaze Strikers. 180 on the board for the side, and they will be hoping to cross 200 also, and they should do it because still 3.2 overs to go, and 20 runs in 3.2 overs shouldn't be a daunting task for them. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There was a pure ambivalence between the fielders. Confusion. Who will go for the dive and who won't? And the ball bisected both of them. In the meantime, and Onik gets a boundary in the first ball he faced. The keeper can't believe it. The fielding has to be better from Mistimed Occult. After 17, it's 184 for 2. That's in the air. Shouts of catch it, but the fielder doesn't even run for the catch. Once again, it looks like a nonchalant effort from the fielder. Inside edge. No chance of a run. Bowled him. Naim Sadat gets his second wicket. Onik was looking to come down the pitch and go for a lusty blow, but he got a bottom edge and got played on. The ball came back into the stumps and chopped it. It's 185 for 3. It's down the leg and trickling away to the fence, but it shouldn't go all the way because on this part of the ground, the outfield isn't the fastest enough. Three runs have been taken by the batters. Yasin Arafat is in the middle. It's 188 for 3. Stargaze strikers. Naim Sadad in his third over, but he hasn't bowled in the first phase, and he could have got his third wicket as well. After 18, it's 188 for 3. That's wide down the leg. Rejaul Korim. That's well played. Open the face of the bat. Yasin Arafat gets his second four of this game. Down the leg once again. And the second bite of this over, but no extra ball, of course. 3 runs as penalty, according to the rule of last man stands. Appeal. The ball is slowly trickling away. And they're running for the third. Oh my goodness, there can be 4 runs as well, but no. There was a bit of protection, but the stumps were unprotected, unfortunately, as the keeper had to run. Shouts of catch it. That's gone high. Once again, safe landing. And 200 is on the board for Stargaze strikers. It's 201 with this single after 19 overs. Rothon with the final over of this innings. Cut. Oh my goodness. There's a huge mix up. And the keeper makes a fumble as well. And that allows the batters to stay protected. Otherwise, it would have been curtains as run out. Yasin Arafat could be run out quite easily. But the keeper once again made a full meal of it. Comes down the pitch, does Mahbub, and missed it completely. Rotten was going for that length ball. Goes straight down the ground, but hasn't quite timed it. Two runs. Could be a single, but Yasin Arafat was really fast. Wide outside the off stump, the batter was making some room to play that shot, but the bowler was wide enough. This is good, clever bowling from Rothon. And it's been a decent last over, only 4 runs and no boundaries conceded. Screams of catch it. That was once again a skyer. And the batters will fetch a couple of runs. Will they? No. So it's 205 for 3. In fact, I guess it's 206 with that single in the last ball. And it's a mammoth total for sure. Stargaze strikers have batted superbly. Their batters Ronnie, Monir, Hussein Joy, and lastly S.M. Mahbub had a good finishing too. We will be back with the run chase. Till then, stay with us. Goodbye for now. Hello everyone, welcome back with the run chase. It's going to be Mahmoud Alam Rajib with the new ball in hand. He's bowled exceedingly well in the last match. Picked up 4 wickets. Unfortunately couldn't be the man of the match because Siam Mahmood was there, who played way better. With the ball he picked up 2 wickets. With the bat he scored 30 runs. He was the player of the match, but Rajib was one of the key players who really led the foundation for his team's triumph. A vastly experienced campaigner and loves to give the ball some float. Yeah, just look at that. Floaty, but it's gone down the leg. Has to rethink about the line. Better. And that's why a fielder has been kept inside the 30 yards ring for stopping that single at point. That's played with some power, but we'll find the fielder. So it's a mammoth task for mistimed occult. Oh ho! Ho ho! It landed beyond the line and then turned back. Naim Sadat was really astonished. He was asking the umpire why this is not called a wide. He pulls it firmly and gets to the gap. Boundary for Naim Sadat. That ends the first over. After 1, it's 7 for none. For Hussein Onik will come from round the wicket. On the shorter side, but the batter fails to take the full toll of it. Naim Sadat is back on strike, and his partner Majhul Haq Orin is batting at 3 from 4. As a left and right hand combination is on, the bowler has to be prompt about the field setup as well. And it's a bird. Pulled away, shouts of catch it, but there is no one to catch that. It's gone for 4. It was a freebie from Onik. Naim Sadat says, "Thank you so much." Anything short, anything wide, he's gonna go after the bowler. And once again, he swings it leg side and finds a boundary. eyeing for the block hole. Sadat just squeezes that one for a single. That's wide. A wayward delivery. Too wide of the off stump. That's wide number 2. And this is expensive in last man stands cricket because 3 runs given to the batting side as penalty. But of course, no extra ball. Oops. Onik loses his line once again and gets to bowl another wide. 3 wides on the trot. So an expensive over comes to a close from Onik. 13 runs from it after 2 hits, 20 for none. A single in the first ball, and that's followed by a single as well. Couple of singles from this Rajiv over. The batters are really watchful about facing Rajiv because he's someone who is really deceptive. His floated deliveries can be lethal for any batter if he mistimes. Swept, and that came from the meat of the bat. Oh yes, plenty of bat behind it. And it flies all the way. Naim Sadat was looking for a shot. He got in his zone and his eyes light up for playing that slog sweep. He will be having his tails up after playing this shot. Tucked away, shouldn't be as couple as the keeper is after it. So it's a good start for Mistimed Occcult because they need 10 runs per over if they want to overhaul the total that's been posted by Stargaze Strikers. It's 29 for none, and they're of course going with the rate. That's a good shot, beats the diving fielder as well, and it will run all the way, perhaps trickling, 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 and touches the rope eventually. A boundary for Orin to complete the over. After 3, it's 33 for none. SA Mahbub is in operation for the fourth over, and he aborted his run up. Something was wrong, and he needs to run again for the first delivery. Down the leg, not a bright start for Mahbub, and the batters were thinking of a run. Wisely sent back by Naeem Sadat, because this could be curtains as the bowler was at the non-striking end, and Sadat had to run to the danger end, perhaps. Raps on the pads, and the credit finger goes up. A great comeback from Mahbub after bowling a wide, and he gets the first blood. It's Naeem Sadat, who was looking really good, has to succumb. The first one falls down for Mistimed Occult. It's 34 for 1. Saiful Johnny, the new man in at number 3. Bit of swing, and that's gonna run all the way for a boundary. Well, the line wasn't wrong, but that extra bit of swing took the ball down the leg, and Saiful Johnny just helped it on its way. He gets off the mark by picking up a 4, and the scores are 38 now for 1. Mistimed Occult. Once again, that extra bit of swing. He isn't bowling bad, but he needs to adjust the line. If he can shift the line 1 foot outside the off stump, then it would be really good for him, so that the ball will come back to the right-hander quite easily. Orin is back on strike, and let's see whether he shapes the ball away. Oh, he does. Mahbub shapes the ball away from Orin, and that was expected as well because he was getting that movement. Oh, once again, 2 wide outside the off stump, and then that further swing. Second bite of this over. And of course, a single. So 4 runs from the last delivery after 4 at 30. In fact, 43 for 1. That's pulled. Ronnie Khan has been introduced. Had a very bright time with the bat in hand. A 50 from his bowler, so he would love to convert that performance in terms of his bowling attack as well. He's a good all-round cricketer. Has 99 on his back. Perhaps a fan of Nazmul Hussain Shanto, the skipper of Bangladesh. In fact, the former skipper, that must be said, is not leading the side now. Backs away. Straight to the fielder. Shot. A lovely looking shot from Orin. Ronnie Khan concedes 8 runs. After 5, it's 51 for 1. Mistimed occult. That was hit straight. The bowler took an attempt of grabbing that catch, but it was too fast and also hit hard. Mahbub has got a wicket in his first over, and he loves bowling against Orin, but he has to keep the line right. He can't bowl too wide outside the off stump. That's what he's done, and that's where he was struggling as well in the last over. He was going too wide, and the extra bit of swing was taking the ball further away from the lefty. That's better, and not much of a swing as well. Edged away from the keeper. A streaky boundary for Saiful Johnny. Absolutely not where he was looking to play, but he gets 4. In this very format, every runs matter. Doesn't really matter how runs are coming, but you need to keep getting runs, and that's what Mistimed Occult has been doing right from the inception. It's a good comeback. The ball was swinging back in once again. And this is excellent piece of running between the wickets from the batters. That must be commended. A quick call and a very good response as well. 8 runs from this Mahabub over so far. Comes down the pitch, does Johnny, but he gets absolutely nothing on the bat. 6 gone. Mistimed occult. They're getting 10 runs per over at 60 for 1. Backs away does Orin and punches it away for a single. Ronnie Khan has a decent first over. He has to bowl an over without boundaries if possible to check the runs because Mistimed Occult are going with the asking rate. It's 10 per over, which is, of course, positive for them. And someone has to be there who can really pull down the rate of scoring. That's a big wide, way outside the off stump. And once again, there was a bit of turn as well, so the keeper had to move a long way for collecting that ball. Shot! Oh yes, he's nailed that! He's nailed that over cow corner. Ronnie Khan was not expecting this at all. Slightly shorter, not enough pace to intimidate Orin as well. Hence, he rocked back and thumped this one away over the ropes for a 6. That's a mistimed shot. One bounce to the fielder, skewing it Orin. 7 gone, and the run rate stays 10 at 70 for 1. So the skipper Mahbubul Alam Rajiv comes back for the second spell. Orin once again backs away and punches for a single. They were looking for the couple as well, but of course wisely sent back by Orin. Saiful Johnny was really enthusiastic about taking that second run, but Orin said no. That's punched. Rajiv is going a tad bit expensive in this match. He bowled superbly in the last game where he picked up 4 wickets, but no wickets this far for him in this game and leaked a bit of runs as well. Aerial, but not in the gap. Swept, was in the air for a while, but a fielder puts a good effort to stop the boundary, and it's 74 for 1, mistimed occult, and this could be the over where everything, the rate of scoring could be tightened a bit. Oh, shot! Commentator's curse, perhaps. This was turning out to be a tidy over, but all of a sudden a 6 makes it 10. After 8, it's 80 for 1. And that run rate of 10 is persistent for mistimed occult. It's going to be Yasin Arafat, and that's gone up in the air. Could be the second wicket. Oh, this is some effort. A valiant effort from Monir Hossain Joy. And has saved a boundary at least. Could be a spectacular catch. He was jumping in the air and almost pulled off a screamer of a catch, but eventually, of course, it was a very, very, very tough effort. But saved 3 runs for the sake of his team. Worked away in the gap. The call is for second and they should come back easily. Initially there was a bit of ambivalence whether to go for the second run or not. And eventually the decision was in favor of the couple. That struck hard. Fielder under it. Fielder puts it down. It's 83 for 1. Once again an opportunity put down. Yasin Arafat could have 2 wickets in this over. The first one was a very difficult opportunity, but this one was an easy one. Once again, Orien was looking to throw a kitchen sink at that one, but gets nothing on the bat. Big strike, aerial, should be taken, no, just short from the fielder, and that awkward bounce completely Takes the ball through the fielder for a 4. Yasin Arafat concedes 7. And the fielder looks to be in pain. After 9, it's 87 for 1. And this boundary brings up the 50 for Orien as well. A very important knock for the sake of his team when his team is chasing a mammoth total. He can return to the dugout with a big smile on his face. It's Mahbubul Alam Rajib. It's his fourth and the final over, and he's also given 10 runs per over. 30 runs from his first 3. We'll be looking for a breakthrough, of course, as the set batter Orien departed. Straight down the ground towards Monir Hossain Joy. Flighted, swept, all the way for my maximum. Rafael Mahmood announces his arrival in the middle in some grand fashion. Mahbubul Alam Rajib is not having a great day with the ball in hand. Proving to be a tad bit expensive, and of course, the batters are taking runs. Goes again. Straight down the ground. Inside edge could be lethal. So 38 runs from the overs of Rajib. After 10, it's 95 for 1. And mistimed occult need 112 runs from the last 50 deliveries. a single to start the 11th over. Rafael Mahmoud had a great start. He needs to be a little steady and understand the pulse of the game and then go for his shots. Yasin Arafat, introduced in the middle phase of this match. Flighted. Johnny goes for a big hit. There is a fielder getting underneath it. And that's a very good catch. Looking for a double play, the players. And in the meantime, a couple of runs has been stolen too. Saiful Johnny departs, scoring 18. 98 for 2 mistimed. .98 for 2 mistimed occult. Bit of yes and no in between the batters. Nasser Romy, the new man in, and he gets a single. So there was the confusion whether to go for the second one, but there is no need of taking extra risk. So the things are equally poised now. Both the sides have the opportunity of winning, but of course they have to keep their nerves calm and play as per the need of the situation. 100 is on the board for mistimed occult. That's a skyscraper. The bowler is oh no, he didn't get under it. He was running for the catch, but unfortunately it was not within his reach. So a productive over for Yasin Arafat. A wicket from it after 11. It's 101 for 2. Wrapped on the pads. Rafael Mahmoud gets trapped in front. But it's a good over from Ronnie Khan. 2 singles, and the batters are under the pump. Both the new batters in the middle. Nasser Romy and Rafael, Mahbub. So they will struggle a little to find runs and keep that flow which was on. 10 runs per over was very much regular for Mistimed Occult. The bowlers have to tighten the screws as much as possible in order to squeeze the batters, and the difference has to be bigger between the run and the ball if they want to take the match in their side. Stargaze strikers. Stumped! The finger goes up. Rafael Mahmoud went down the pitch and gets stumped. He is not happy with his approach, and he shouldn't be as well, because he lost his wicket in a very pivotal moment of this game. It's 102 for 3. Couple of runs to begin the 14th over, and the wicket has fallen in the meantime as well. It's 110 for 4 big blows for mistimed occult, and this will certainly hamper their rate of scoring run, and certainly Stargate strikers are bossing the game in this point in time. At one point, mistimed occult was in a commanding position. However, Stargate strikers, now they have made a good comeback in this game, courtesy to their bowlers, of course, and that rule of LMS also plays a massive role because Orion has to depart. Otherwise, if he was in the middle, things could look better for mistimed occult. A quicker one from Ronnie Khan past the outside edge of Rejaul Korim, the new batter who just arrived in the middle. A quicker once again. Good bowling from Ronnie, and this ends his quota of 4 overs to 22 runs and the wicket as well. 14 overs gone, 113 for 4. Rejaul Korim and Abdurrab Roton are in the middle. In the air, screams of catch it. Fielder couldn't really reach the ball. $115 for 4. Mistimed occult. Leading edge. Shouts of catch it, and there is a fielder as well inside the ring, but once again doesn't reach the fielder. That's a cracker of a stroke. That's gone miles for 6. All of a sudden, Roton decides to break the shackles, and he whacks this one away for half a dozen. Cracks it, but finds the fielder. Bowled. Rejaul Korim was looking to go for a wild hike in the first ball he faced and gets bowled out. After 15, it's 1 to 3 for 5, and gradually mistimed occult are losing the grip of the game. Shahid Afridi, the new man in for Huddersfield only, bowls wide down the leg. They have to be watchful about these wides because too many extra runs already given away to the batting side, and these deliveries really help them to ease the jitters. So the bowlers, they need to be circumspect and hit the right channels to bowl. In the gap, a boundary. A pacey delivery from Onik. Roton utilized the full pace and threaded the offside field. Fuller, but wide off the off stump. A single gets picked up from Abdur Rab Roton. Shoaib Afridi is not a genuine batter who had that prowess of batting under these circumstances. Rather, he would love to pick up singles and keep Roton at the striking point as much as possible. On the pads, can't really find the right line to hit. Edged and 4. Streaky and effective as well. Afridi gets off the mark through a fortunate boundary. He was looking to go through the covers because there was a big gap between long off and deep extra cover. So he was looking to pierce that offside field, but on that process he nicked the ball. Unfortunately, it was away from the keeper as well. He gets plenty of bat behind that, and it's flown all the way. After 16, it's 139 for 5. Abdur Rab Roton was in strike, and it's Munir Hussain Joy in operation for the first time in this game. 67 runs to get from 20 deliveries. Boundaries and over boundaries will be needed. Gets the inside part of the bat. Swept in the gap as well. 4 runs for Shahid Afridi, and all of a sudden he has decided to wind up. Moves to 14 now from 4 deliveries only. I predicted he may not go big against the bowlers, but he decided to take the charge and he's really hitting the ball hard. Tries to go again but missed it. Quicker, tossed up as well. Monitors enjoy can really play with the mind of the batter. He will be trying out all the variations because Shoaib Afridi is in a murderous mood. A dot to end the 17th. It's 145 for 5 and 62 runs to get from the last 15, which is going to be an uphill task for Mistimed Occult.